Okay. There's the
25th of August, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
from Rosh Hashanah, Mitzvah Shem. Okay. Okay. We're learning Hilchos Rosh Hashanah, Mishnah Brewers, and then we're in Siman Tov Kuf Pei Hey. So, right, Sif Bey, let's just, we're learning Sif Base. Well, let's review the Mechaber and the Ramah and Sif Base. Yeah, well, let's see. Lou, would you like to read? Mayor was reading the first share today.
Okay, where are we?
Tov Kuf Pei Hey, Sif Base.
Kodem she yiska. Before blowing, Yivarech, bless, he will bless. Lishmoa kol shofar, on the hearing of the shofar. Yivarech shehechianu, and then he'll bless shehechianu. Ein chiluk bein im yivarech la'atzmo o shekvar yatsa umevarech lahotzi acherim. There's no difference between blessing for himself or that he fulfills and blesses for other people. Afilu hachi hatokea mvorech bet berachos hanis karos.
And these cars that have been mentioned. That the one who's blowing should make the two brachas we've mentioned.
Okay, so even afilu hachi, even here, when he blows, he blesses two blessings as mentioned.
Right. No, there's no difference if he's blowing for himself or he's blowing for other people. He makes two brachas.
Vayiska
Tashrat, that's a Tashrat, that's a Tekiya Shvarim Trua Tekiya. Gimel Pamim.
3 times. The Tasras 3 times. Pe'amim the tarat gimel pa'amim 3 times.
Right. So you have when you the first set that's going to be blown, you'll blow 3 times Tashrat, 3 times Tashat. That's Tekiya Shvarim Tekiya, and then 3 times Tarat Tekiya Trua Tekiya.
V'tov liskoa b'tzad yamin im efshar liskoa b'chol. It's good to blow on the right side if it's possible to blow bechach. What's bechach?
Yeah, if it's meaning it's good to blow from the right side of the mouth, right? If it's possible to blow in that way. Meaning some people, for some reason, the right side of the mouth is not as good as blowing on the left side of their mouth. So the main thing with the tekiah shofar is should be able to blow. So even though that it's a advantage to blowing from the right side of the mouth, but if it can't be done in that way, then you can blow from the left side of the mouth or from say from the middle of the mouth.
Right.
It's good when you start learning. It's good when you practice. If you start learning, it's good to practice blowing from your right side so they get used to it.
V'chein ya'afoch ha-shofar lamala. What's ya'afoch?
It should be upturned.
Upturned. And similarly, it should be upturned. The shofar should be upturned to above you, to point above you.
Right. So when you're holding the shofar, the the uh, the wide part of the shofar should be elevated. Here, let me show you. If you can see it, here's a shofar, right? So the shofar should be elevated like that, rather than held down like that. The shofar should be elevated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Shne'emar, Allah Elokim Bisrua,
Oh,
as it says, raise up Hashem with the blowing.
right. Hashem should be exalted, right, with the true.
Exalt Hashem with the trua. Okay, that's up to Gimel. So now I should go to the Mishnah Berura. Bet
Yeah, that's right. That would start with Sifkat Daled. Yeah.
Yivarech Lishmoa Fukule. He blesses the hearing of this shofar, etc. Rotzeh Lomar, that is to say, Shalom Yomar Liskoa B'shofar. We don't say blow the shofar. Delav B'tekiah Talya Milsa Ella Bishmiah. That it's not with the blowing. The blowing is not dependent on the words.
We make a bracha the shmor kol shofar. That means to say shlo yomer letokea b'shofar, to blow the shofar. Why? Why don't we say the bracha to blow the shofar? The law of b'tekiah tal yamilsa. It's not through the blowing that um the the thing depends. Ela b'shmiya. The whole mitzvah is dependent on your hearing. Shaya tokea b'shofar lav b'tekiah tal yamilsa. That the blowing of the shofar is not which is the thing which it depends upon. That shaya tokea yotzi shema kol shofar lo yotzi. That hari tokea is shari hatokea lav shema kol shofar lo yotzi, because the person who's a tokea, he's bringing a proof. How do we see a proof that the mitzvah is not in blowing the shofar, right? Because let's say I had a person who could blow the shofar, but he can't hear. Let's say he's technically unable to hear, but he can blow the shofar. he would not be Yotzi, right? So we see from this that the mitzvah is not something which is in the shofar itself, it's in the hearing of the blowing of the shofar. But the blowing of the shofar is not the mitzvah itself, the mitzvah is hearing the shofar.
כמו שניס באר בסימן תקפ"ז, Ayin Sham. It's like Sheyis Ba'er. I don't know what's Sheyis Ba'er.
It's like when we say the beer halacha, so the beer will be clarified later on.
Right. Okay. Look over there, and Sheyis Ba'er is the Be'er halacha. The air halacha.
As the beer halacha is going to go into the details about it over there. Not over here right now, but over there, the Gemara is going to be discussing the nuances which are involved with the fact that the mitzvah is in hearing the sound of the shofar, and it's not specifically the blowing of the shofar.
Right. Below Yomar Bakol, and don't say to blow Demashma La'asos Ritzono. That actually is to do his what he wants.
Because
or don't say loudly.
No, that no, that the low yomer bikoil, we don't say bikoil, right? We don't say bikoil, right? The bracha is right. Make a bracha lishmoya koil shofar. You don't say lishmoya big koil shofar. The bays don't say lishmoya big koil shofar. Right, because he's going to explain. If it said, if you made a bracha, the shmoa big kol shofar, you would think the following: the mashma lasos.
That actually he's doing according to his desire.
He's going, meaning you're supposed to be following the will, the desires of the shofar. I mean, you might think that you said l'shmoa big kol shofar, you would think that based on that bracha, you're being commanded to listen to what the shofar is telling you.
Oy. The shofar is running the world.
That's right. That's what you would think.
Ubedi Evid im berach l'tokia b'shofar o al tekias shofar o lishmoa l'kol shofar yatsa. And after the fact, if he blessed the blowing of the shofar, or about the blowing of the shofar, or the hearing of the sound of the shofar, he fulfills his obligation.
It's still the bracha is still okay. It's still okay.
Okay, so im natlu hashofar be'emtza ha'tekios Hevi'u lo shofar acher ein tzarich levarech. If he took the shofar in the middle and he blew it and he brought it to him he brought to him another shofar, he's not obligated to bless.
Right. That's right.
So he took it in the middle means what? He picked it up in the middle of the shofar?
No, that so let's say that he made the bracha um on the blowing of the on Shmer Kol Shofar, and he nutla Shofar be'emtza tekiyas. Let's say someone now, for some reason, he had to give up the shofar. He's been blowing the shofar. Now, in the middle of the tekiyas, someone took the shofar away from him for whatever reason, right? Via loy shofar acher, and they brought him another shofar. What's the halacha? The halacha is ain't sorach levorach on another shofar. When they bring the second shofar, you don't have to make another bracha on the shofar.
But you can use it.
Yeah, that's right. You can continue on. Right?
Aval bein bracha l'techilas hita kios sarich levarech. But between the blessing ideally litechilas hatekios. What's lisechilas? Initially? Rabbi?
Yeah.
This word lisechilas, does it mean initially?
Initially, exactly correct.
So, but between the initial blessing and the blowing, he needs to bless.
There are two cases that they could have taken the shofar. One is where after he started blowing, they took the shofar away from him. After he had begun in the middle of his tekiyas, then he can continue with a new shofar without having a new bracha. But if they took the shofar away from him before he ever started to blow, then when they bring a new shofar, he has to he has to re-say the brachas before he blows it. That's as if avo vein bracha letchilas tekiyas. If they took the shofar away from him between the bracha to beginning the tekiyas, tzorach levorach, he has to make a bracha.
O shekavar yatsa, or he already fulfilled the I'm sorry, ha'acharonim he he elu divaofen ze shekevar yatsa hatokea beemtza. Uh, what is this word? Hey elu?
That's the achronim, halu, that means that they discuss.
Okay, so the acharonim, the sages discuss, and what is diva ofen?
In the case as follows.
That he already fulfilled the blowing ba'atzmo, by himself.
Right. So now up until the straight case is, right, the straight case is where there's a person who's blowing shofar and there are people who are going to be fulfilling their obligation with his blowing. And he also himself is going to be fulfilling his obligation with his blowing. But you have a different case where the person who's going to be blowing the shofar has already fulfilled his obligation. In one way or another, that person who's blowing the shofar for other people, he has already fulfilled his obligation of hearing the kol shofar. So on that, the achronim, they make a discussion about this point in this particular case.
Tov yoter she'yivarachu hashomim be'atzman shtei habirachos. It's better that he bless the hearing himself with two blessings.
So the question is like this: when it comes to the bracha, right? When it comes to the bracha now, he's already made he's been yotzi already. Yeah, the person who's blowing had already fulfilled his obligation. So the achronim speak about in the case where the person who's blowing has already fulfilled his obligation, that it's tov yoser, it's better sheyivorach shoimnim ba'atzmon shtei brachas. It's better that the people who are going to be listening, they themselves should make the two brachas themselves.
Oh, ba'atzman, they themselves. Ella im kain enam yod'im levarech ba'atzman. But if so, if it's the case that they don't know how to bless themselves, az yivarech bishvilan lahotzian, then bless for them, and they will fulfill.
Right. So unless, meaning it's better that the people who are listening should make their own brachas, unless that they don't know how to make the brachas. In which case, then the one who's blowing, he can make the bracha to be motzi them, even though he heard his mitzvah before already.
Umin hag haolam tehakel lihakel lahotzian b'chol gavnei ve'ein limechos bahem. And it's the custom, it's the general custom to blow and fulfill for them in all cases that and do not protest from them.
Right. Meaning, even though it's better that the people should make their own bracha, if they can, but if they go ahead and have the one who's making the blowings, he make the bracha, even though he was yotzi already. So that's the generally accepted custom, and you don't have to make any protests against it because it's still valid if they do it that way. Okay, let's see. I would say I think it's probably a good time to stop. We're in the middle of this Mishna Berura, but I want to go over time. Okay, so we're right here in the middle there. Yes, Mrs. Topic. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you for the reading, Lou. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Lou.
Mayor, for the first reading in the first year.
Thank
Hope to see you
you.
both tomorrow. Have a good Chodesh,
Okay.
good afternoon, Mitzvah Shem.
You too.
Baruch Meir.
Okay.
Thank you, Lou.
Okay.
Okay.